Oh, okay. Okay. Wait, can you see me, Jess?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. So this is always so weird. I'm at school, no place from last time I went live. Trying this new thing because I have a laptop now, so I'm doing it from the laptop. Yeah, but I don't know if anybody's watching, and if anybody. Ooh, hold on, let me see if I can get the live feed from my phone so that I can like check like if anyone comments or anything. Hold on. Let me do that real quick. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's not working. Okay, that's not gonna work. Sorry. Okay, so if anybody ends up watching, I won't be able to see who said what if anybody's watching until later on when I check it. So there's that. But I just want to give an update. So I started Perkins back in 2017. I completed my second year this past June. I'm currently in summer school. With that being said, I work as a receptionist I work as a receptionist. I work at a zoo. I work as an intern at this place called Beaverbrook Step. It's really cool. And I DJ on Friday. So I literally work Monday through Friday. I might start getting Tuesdays off, but that's not important. And then some Saturdays, I do Epic, which is an amazing organization I've been with since last April. Yeah, last April. So that's good. That's more or less the school updates. And in my personal life, I recently got engaged to my then boyfriend Jonah. It's hard because a lot of people were saying, well, you guys like just started dating, this and that, like, but at the end of the day, isn't love just how you feel about someone? And okay, I'm not good talking about mushy feelings, so I'm gonna get awkward like real quick. But honestly, like, I don't know. I feel this type of way about him that I can't explain. And he makes me happy. He accepts me for who I am. Like, he doesn't see, like, my flaws. I'm not even trying to make a blind joke. Like I've literally told him basically everything about me. You know, I still have a few skeletons, but more or less he knows everything about me, and he doesn't judge, you know. He introduced me to his parents, and when his mom said that as long as she doesn't do something, he was like, no, she doesn't, as I'm saying anymore. And he's just like, no, she doesn't do that, because he doesn't take what I've done in my past and use it against me. He accepts my past as my past. He doesn't bring it to my present. You know, he's worried about the present and the future, not about what happened in the past, you know. But he's like really supportive. He makes me laugh. He's such a dork, but you know, he's my dork, so yeah. But we're not sure on dates and all that, but I won't get into that because that's like mind his business and stuff. So but yeah, I just want to let people know I am engaged. It's not like a spoof or something. I am engaged to my then boyfriend Jonah, current fiance. Ooh, fiance, sorry. Yeah, but I'm really happy with him. It's been a long time coming, not like to get with him, but like to be comfortable in myself, like with myself, to be able to do a lot of the things. For those of you who like have talked to me on like a somewhat regular basis or have seen me since the accident, I'll get to the accident in a second. I almost always wear these glasses, and so since being with him more often than not, I don't have them on because I'm just so comfortable in my skin now that I don't feel like I need them. And he hasn't done that for me, but he's helped me like come into who I want to be as a person, you know. He doesn't make me a better person, but he makes me want to be a better person, you know. But going back to the incident, for some of you that don't know, November 1st, 2016, I took a lot of pills and tried to kill myself. And it worked for 17 minutes until the EMTs revived me, and then I was in a coma for like a week or something. It's still really fuzzy what was the coma and what I was awake for. It's really hard to tell the difference between them. But yeah, and when I woke up, like I felt like I had nobody, you know. I had my family, but even some of them were like few and far between, you know. But the family I did have, I'm grateful for. You know, I was grateful then, I'm grateful now. But, you know, friends, I didn't have many friends. You know, everyone that said, oh, I'm always going to be there, and then something big happened, it's like, where were you? You know? But it happens, you know? You gotta. I love Medea, and she has this really great quote, and she says, you as a person are a tree, and you're gonna have friends that are leaves, friends that are like branches, and friends that are like roots. Your friends that are leaves are gonna come and go as the seasons change. They'll give you shade on occasion, but as soon as the wind blows, they'll fall over, and they'll disappear. And then you have friends like branches that you think are with you through thick and thin, but a big storm comes, and they break off and they leave you. And then you have your friends that are like your roots. You don't always talk to them, and you don't always see them, and you don't always know they're there, but you would die without them. And I'm starting to learn the difference between my leaves, my branches, and my roots. A lot's happened, you know, in these past almost 3 years. You know, I've gone through a lot of mobility and rehabilitation and like overall just struggles, you know. And I'm not saying my life like poor me, like no, I did this myself. I admit that. I accept that. But at the same time, like I went through hell, you know? And I know people have it worse, you know? But at the same time, I did it, and a lot of times, even today, I still feel like I have nobody, you know, that no one's got my back. And then I don't know, it's hard to explain. Just a lot of the times I feel so alone, and I feel like I have no one to talk to. I literally don't talk to anybody. I talk to Jonah every single day. I talk to the staff at school every single day. I talk to some friends here every couple of days, maybe every day, depending on who it is, you know? But there's not many people from before this happened that still talk to me, that still choose to talk to me. I've reached out multiple times to multiple different people. They talk to me for a little bit and then they just kind of give up. And that's if they talk to me, you know? And I know I'm bad with keeping in touch too, but, you know, I don't know. And this isn't a rant about, you know, who's there for me and who's not. This is legit just like, it's hard. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm struggling with a lot. I've been having, you know, some thoughts and stuff, and I haven't done anything. I've been fighting it, but you know, it's just hard because I have these thoughts in my head every day, and I have to make the decision to like let them like control me or fight them, you know. And some days are easier than others to fight them, but some days are just like, why don't I just give in and do something? And then like I'll think of Brittany and John, my two younger siblings. I'll think of like what my life like holds for me still, you know, or I'll think of Jonah, or I'll think of my other family, you know, or think of the friends I do have. And it just makes me sit and wonder, like, what would they think, you know? My dad, I always think, like, would he be proud of me? Can I sit in front of him and have an honest conversation and tell him what I've done since he's passed and be okay with myself? I don't know. I don't know if I could. But the point is, like, everybody needs somebody sometimes. And just because I seem strong doesn't mean I don't break. And that's what a lot of people don't get. Like, even people here at school, like, they think, oh, you're so strong, you've been through this, you've been through that, you, like, nothing's wrong, you're fine, you're smiling. Just because I have a smile doesn't mean I'm okay. You need to look deeper, you know? But they just see the smile, and that's what they want to see, so they don't push any further. That's the issue. And if my mom's watching, yes, sometimes when you ask me what's wrong, I'm just going to scream at you and tell you nothing's wrong. But at the same time, sometimes I need that person. Yeah, sometimes I need that person that's going to push back and be like, no, something's really wrong. You know, sometimes I don't need that. Sometimes I just need to be like, you know, okay, let me talk to you when you're in a little bit, when you calm down. And I'll be like, yeah, okay, whatever, blah. You know? But even these past couple weeks, I've gone through a lot of transformations. I recently became saved, which means I'm a Christian, because I don't really know how it works, to be honest with me, how it works. I think it's called being a born again Christian, but I don't know exactly. I haven't really asked. I just know now I'm a Christian because I got saved and stuff. I'm still confused how it all works. I just know, like, I like pray to Jesus and stuff. And I'm not like a Jesus freak, like, oh my god, Jesus this, Jesus that. Like, no. Like, I respect people's like own personal views and stuff. And I'm not gonna say anyone's going to hell because of X, Y, and Z. Like, I'm not that type of person. I never have been. I never will be. Yes, joking around, I might say it, but keyword joking. But there's just been a lot of changes. I over where they left because I pushed them away. You know? But it happens, you know? That's life. I don't even know where I'm going with this. Like, I'm just kind of ranting now. I apologize for anyone or no one that is watching. Um, yeah, but Um, what was I gonna say? Boy. What was I gonna say? Can't remember what I was gonna say. Sorry. But life's good for more or less. Um, I officially fill out the housing application, so hopefully, I'll get an apartment within a year. Hopefully that works out. And hopefully Jonah's mom will let him move in with me because she's really religious. She's like, you guys can't share a room until you're married. You can't live together until you're married. I'm like, but why? Like, I get her reasoning behind it, but still, like, it's just not fair sometimes. But I digress. No, his mom's cool. I really like her. But so yeah, and then in the fall, I start my classes at Mass Bay. I'm doing creative writing and human growth and development, which would be my third psych class, because I did sociology in high school when I was still in public school, and then I did psychology this past spring semester at Bunker Hill, which was a train wreck, and then in the fall I'm gonna do human growth and development at Mass Bay. So hopefully that will go better. I'm really looking forward to the creative writing, not only because my babe's going to be in that class with me, but also because some people say I'm a natural born writer, and once I'm given the opportunity to just write, I will write and write and write and write. Not always writing. Sometimes it's auditorily, like this, and I just kind of, when I don't have one thing to talk about, I just kind of rant and rave and go off topic, and yeah, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be talking about anymore. But yeah, so there's that. So yeah. I'm trying to think of stuff to talk about. Yeah, but maybe one day I can do this with Jonah and you guys can quote meet him or something. I don't really know. Yeah, but that would be cool. He's really a big part of my life, He's helped me, a lot of people are gonna get mad when I say this, but he is legit my best friend. He's my everything. And I don't know what I would have done if I didn't meet him. Because honestly, after this happened, once I got more control of my body again, I tried some stuff to do it again, and nothing ever worked. And then I came here, and I felt like, why am I walking around at school with a bunch of people that never asked to be here when I technically asked to be here because I did what I did knowing there was going to be consequences, not knowing what the consequences would be and thinking there were going to be something else, but I knew there would be consequences in whatever I did. I still did it. When no one at Perkins asked for what happened to them, everyone here, it was like a medical thing, or that's how they're born, and the things they can do is just it's not 8 o'clock, that's 11 minutes. But the things the students can do at Perkins, even some of the teachers that are visually impaired can do, I'm always amazed, and I always subconsciously think they must have some type of vision because there's no way they can do that completely blind. And then I get to know that person, and I'm like, you're completely blind. How are you doing this? And I had a friend, he recently graduated, and I asked him one day, how do you do X, Y, and Z? He was like, Well, because I was born blind and I've been doing it since birth, basically. So, you just learn to adapt. And I was like, okay. And then there's another person here that can ride like dirt bikes and stuff. And I'm like, how? And he just said, well, my brothers never treated me any differently. They treated me like I was normal. They'd put me on a dirt bike, teach me how to balance, and then let me go in a field and then yell at me to turn around and come back. I was like, that's amazing. Like, my parents would, or sorry, my family would never let me do that. Some people still think I'm blind because I can text them and I can answer them on Messenger. I am completely blind, let me assure you. I'm going to pull out my phone real quick. Okay, hold on. Let me turn up my volume on Philip. My phone's name is Philip. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if anyone's watching that voice. It's called VoiceOver. I'm gonna double tap the home button and double tap messages and then swipe. I'm swiping. Trying to find this is one of my best friends, Hennessy, nicknamed her Brownie, and so I'm gonna swipe and see, now I can double tap messages and double tap dictate. Hey, comma, I'm on Facebook Live, period. You should watch, question mark, question mark. Inserted hey, I'm on Facebook. You should watch. Message send button. Let me turn down the speaking rate. Characters, words, speaking rate, 60%, 55%, volume, language, headings. Okay. This might be easier. Now I'm going to record a message. Double tap pen on to record audio. Lift your finger to stop record. Hey Hen, I'm just showing people on Facebook how I use my phone and stuff. You should definitely watch my Facebook thing if you're not already watching. If you're watching, then you know exactly what I'm doing. But okay, I'll talk to you later. Oh, and then sometimes Philip gets broken. Come on, Philip. Philip, look at my please. No. Come on, Philip. Stop recording video. Send button. Okay. Send. Today, 19. Brownie. 4 in red. Okay. Button. 4 in red. Type. Genre. Settings. So I'll go to social phone messages now. Brownie. Hey. Travel phone. That was her ringtone. We'll go to messenger.
Messenger. Settings. Button. Aidan McNeely. Travis. Chris. YMP. Logan Kent. Descent. Ashley Black. Grace. Ashley Black. And Red. Malcolm Wilson. Victoria. Ben One. John Burke. Faye Wissakin. Pandora. Jerry Smith. Say Pandora Lane. You sent an attachment. May 27th. Essex. Faye Wissakin. John Burke.
I'm gonna text my brother.
June 15th.
On Messenger. So I'm on Messenger right now. And I'm gonna message him. I'm gonna send him an audio message. Hey Shahid number 2, you should watch my Facebook Live. I'm doing kind of like a test demo type thing. I don't know. And that just sent. Exactly. It just sent it. No. So there's that. And then there's Facebook. 4 new items. I'm gonna double tap that. Facebook
Maybe
stories.
shit. 24 people you know. Donna Cameron commented on your live video.
Oh, Auntie Donna.
Is lit now. 26 minutes. Friends. Updates at school. Video. Watch together with friends or with a group. 9 comments. 3 reactions.
Oh.
React. Donna Cameron commenting. Don't cry, you're stronger than you think.
Aw, I don't know if she commented that. Okay.
36 minutes.
But you guys get the point. That's
Characters. Words. Speaking rate 60 to 65%. Volume. Language. Headings.
that's how I use my phone. I'm not like visually seeing it. I don't know if you guys could see my phone screen or not, but it's completely blank. I have this thing called a screen curtain on, so no one can see my phone. What I'm doing on it. It's pretty great. It really comes in handy, especially when I'm home and like Jenny or Brittany or John or Mom, excuse me, are trying to like see what I'm doing. And I'm like, bro, you can't see it because I got my headphones on. And they have no idea what I'm doing. And then they come over, what you doing? Nothing. You know? Oh, you watching porn? No, I don't watch that. Oh, okay. Nope, that's just weird. I'm sorry. I get sidetracked sometimes. Oh, what is that? Oh, okay. Sorry. But yeah. More or less anything you guys could do with an iPhone, I can do with an iPhone. Not everything is accessible. Like, I can't use Instagram. I can't use Snapchat. What else can I use? I can't use Temple Run, which is so irritating. I love me some Temple Run. But they do have these games. They're called blindfold games. If you go to the App Store, I think you might have to have an iPhone for this, but I'm not positive. If you go to the App Store and type in blindfold games, there's this one called Blindfold Doggy, and it's where you get a pet dog and you gotta take care of it and stuff. And then there's Blindfold Checkers, I don't know how to play. Blindfold Solitaire, I don't know how to play. Pretty much, there's a bunch of blindfold app games. I don't know how to play any of them except for the dog one. Even that one, I'm kind of like, what do I do? But with that, it just uses voice over gestures, and the screen is completely blank. So you hear everything auditorily. So I like that. It's really cool. But yeah. Yeah. It's been a rough couple years because I did what I did, and then my gran passed, and then my grandfather passed, and then my Grandaunt Claire just passed, and it's like one thing after another, and it's like, why me? But then I was sitting in church today, and they were talking about how something about God wouldn't give you anything that you couldn't handle, and then I was listening to something. It might have been church. It might have been on my phone. I can't remember. But it was saying something like, I think it might have been on my phone. But it was like that poem, the with the feet in the sand, when the guy gets to heaven, he looks back on his life and he sees 2 sets of footprints in the sand, and then there's times when he only saw 1 set of footprints, and that's when God's like, because I carried you through that time. In church today, they were kind of just saying, God's in your life because you will go through the hardest of times and make it through stronger. And I'm like, yeah, I get that, but I don't like it, I don't like sitting up in my room crying for days on end because, I just lost someone close to me, or like sitting up here in my room for days because I feel like I just want to like be done with everything, or like I feel like I got nobody, so it's like, who do I turn to? Nobody, but I know I have people. It's just, it's hard sometimes, especially it's hard to know who you really have and who's there out of convenience. That is one of the things I'm starting to learn all too well. And it's really hard because then it's just kind of a wake up call. Wow, you said you were gonna always be there, and you're not. Wow. And it's not just friends, and it's not just family. It's both friends and family. And I'm not trying to call anyone out. I'm not trying to pick a fight. I'm legit just saying. This incident has opened up my eyes to a lot. Just literally, oh my goodness. So today, like 5-10 minutes before I started this, so for those of you who know, I had to relearn everything, like walking, talking, eating, controlling my bladder, like controlling my hands, literally everything. And so today I'm working on some things. We call them ADLs. ADLs. Hold on. It's like, I forget what they're called. But ADLs are basically like everyday life needs type stuff. I just can't remember what they're like legitimately called. Ow. Okay. But yeah, so today I was like in the shower this morning and I was like, I need help like in the shower. Not as much as I used to, but I still need some help and like I need help with my hair and stuff. And so a staff was helping me and then she was like, can you try rinsing out your hair? And so I took my hair to the side and I rinsed it and I took it to the other side and I rinsed it and I was like, so like, oh my gosh, I just did that. Wow, like on the verge of tears, right? And then like 5-10 minutes before I started this video, this is what I'm getting to. I was changing my socks and normally staff have to put on my socks. And so I said to the staff that was working with me, hey, can I try putting on my socks? And so she handed it to me in a way that I could do it. And then I put on my socks and I literally almost cried because that was such an accomplishment for me. I was like I just did that. It was just amazing. And I couldn't believe I did it. I was like, oh, get. And I told her to get another staff. And the other staff came in. I put my other socks on. And we're all in here like, wow. It was just like, it was an amazing feeling because like, it's been so long. Like it's been almost 3 years since I last put on my socks by myself independently. It's been like almost 3 years since I last showered myself independently. All these things I took for granted, like bathing, eating, dressing, going for a walk, talking to friends, hanging out with friends, going out to dinner with your significant other, all these things I took for granted, I'm now doing to an extent. I can't do anything independently. Like, I can't walk independently. I mean, I can, but not over long distances and not if it's an uneven surface. I need to do this thing called sighted guide. It's where, so the arm, so since I'm blind, I would grab someone's arm right here, like right at the elbow, and just hold on that way and walk with them. And that's called sighted guide. And I always use my cane because I just can't live without my cane. It's like as if you chopped off a leg. When I don't have my cane, I'm like, where's my cane? Like, I need that. That's my ligament, Excuse me. But yeah, so I'm getting better. For like meals and stuff, I'd say like 90% of the time I'm independent, but it's like harder when it's like spoons and forks get involved. I'm kind of like, I might need some help, but yeah, like, it's just, not to brag, but I've literally come such a long way. I remember the doctors telling people I was never going to get any better. I was going to be a vegetable. I was going to be in diapers. I was going to have a G-tube for the rest of my life. I was never going to talk and all this stuff. I didn't know what anybody was saying. I could not understand anybody. And then I started proving them wrong, like day after day. It was like one thing after another, after another, after another. And then, like, look at me, here I am today. And honestly, I feel real guilty for being here today because, for those of you who know me well, know how my dad passed. He was in a coma. No one knows what really caused it, but he was in a coma. And I said, "Goodbye, Dad, I love you." And then he passed. And so I gave him the okay to go. And what if I didn't say that, you know? Would he still be here? Or would I have said it later on? You know, if I never said that, would I have given him that chance to do what I did and get better? Because they said he had no brain activity. They said the same thing about me, and I'm literally sitting here talking to you guys, having a full-blown conversation, unless I'm dreaming. I may be dreaming. Hold on, let me picture myself. Nope. Maybe. That didn't hurt. I might be dreaming. But the point is, like, I got that second chance, you know. He never did. So I feel really guilty. Like, if I can walk around and talk and be semi-normal, why can't he have that, you know? And that's like something I struggle with every day. I killed my father. No one can tell me otherwise. Whether it was because I wasn't taking care of him or whether it was because I said goodbye to him. I killed him. And no one's ever going to change how I feel. So everybody can say, you didn't, you know, it's this, it's that, you shouldn't have been taking care of him, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, no one can tell me how to feel. So. Okay, so about the glasses. I wear the glasses because my eyes look fine. I have no idea where this computer is. I think it's here, but I'm not positive. It's like right over here, but it's right up there. Well, that's the light. Anyways, I think it's in this area. But the point is, my eyes look fine because it's my brain, not my eyes. So when I overdosed years ago, wow, that's sad. I can finally say that now. I just said that, sorry. But when I overdosed, I had what they call a non-oxic brain injury, which means no oxygen to the brain. And when that happened, I had a stroke that was to the right of my brain, so it affected the left side of my body. So this eye is kind of like weird. It's kind of like, I think it's like a lazy eye and stuff. Like this part of my face sags a little bit more. Like my left side doesn't work the way it should. But also it messed with the cortical stem in my brain that makes it so I can see. Or the whole cortical visual part of my brain. It messed with that so I can't see. There's a possibility I will be able to see again, but it will never be clear shapes. At most, it might be able to see like colors and images, but not like necessarily words. And if it's words, it's got to be like a large print, and even that is like pushing it. So there's that. Ow. So old. Okay, I guess I'll just stand like this because I'm uncomfortable. Okay. Yeah, but yeah. Trying to think. Oh boy. Yeah, but my baby sister graduated from high school. I'm really upset that I wasn't able to be there for her. But you know what happens. So what else? Let me put my glasses back on so I don't end up awkwardly staring at the camera or something, and everyone's like, "Why is she staring at us?" I'm not staring at you. Am I? I don't think so. No. Yeah. So I covered my jobs, I covered my school, I covered that I got the apartment, planning on getting an apartment. Well, filled out the paperwork for an apartment, covered my engagement. I'm trying to think. Yeah. Hold on, what time is it? What time? What time is it? I don't know.
2009. Two notifications.
Oh, okay, let me check
Messages.
this real
Press
quick.
one to unlock. Messages. 17 minutes ago. Bernie. Messages. 16 minutes ago. Bernie. One Leah message. 02. Actions of the
I'll check those later. Let me just turn the volume down real quick.
social folder. 9 apps. 12 new items.
Yeah, I'm gonna see real quick if I can see the comments and stuff. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. No, of course she did. But okay, hold up. Hold up. Bro, Hen, Instagram is not accessible for me, and Snapchat is not accessible for me. I'm like accessibility challenged or something. Nothing is so I can't work Instagram because I can't like sit there long enough to understand how to work it. It always frustrates me and I jump off. And then Snapchat is just no way in any way accessible to me because I've tried, everything. I think part of it is because Snapchat and Instagram are both like two like really picture and photo based and video based like sites, and so it makes it harder to see what you're doing when you're blind, and so it makes it harder to use those sites when they're all visual. So hold up, let me see if I can hold up. Okay. Okay, let me try this real quick. Yep. Hold on. It's not accessible. I hope. I don't know if you're still watching. Hi, Auntie Donna. Yes, you have. Wait, was it Auntie Donna or Auntie Gail? I don't remember. Oh, I think it's Auntie Donna. Yeah, you definitely have to meet him. I think you might like him. Well, there's no think. I hope you would like him. He's literally like the best. Yeah. Yeah. Cindy, thanks. I'm trying. I don't even know who's still watching. If anybody. But if it's okay. Yeah. Awkward. Sorry, I'm not saying you're awkward. I'm awkward. Yeah, so that happened. What's up, dude? Are you guys Spectacle Island? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Hen, if you're still watching, Instagram is not accessible. Snapchat is not accessible, so fight me. Anyways, I don't know who's still watching. Oh, Shirley, if you're still watching, like, bro, Boop. Teddy bear? Yeah, teddy bear. I miss you. I love you. Like, bro. Excuse me. Excuse me. Auntie Donna, I'm really not as strong as everyone thinks. So, yeah, like, it's like helpful and everything, but at the same time, I'm really not as strong as everyone thinks I am. So it's hard. Your keys. Where's she coming? No. Where's she coming tomorrow? That is not actually like offensive. We have a staff and he's from like England, so he's like legit British. Or English. Whatever, you know what I mean. But yeah. So I'm not trying to like be offensive or something. I don't even know if this is like still facing me or something. Hold up. Oh boy, where'd it go? Oh, what is that? What is that? Okay. Okay. It's like over there. Okay. Well, I got some space. My hairy legs got space. Let me just. Okay. 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 Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. But I don't know. Just life's doing okay, you know? It's hard, because I rarely get to see any of my friends, you know? And it's hard because I don't see Jonah as much as I did during the school year. So it's hard. But you know, it happens. Life goes on, you know? Um um I just sometimes it's just really hard to like function. And it literally is a fight every day to get out of bed. And I don't know how many people understand how hard it is for me, you know? And I'm literally not trying to sit here like, poor me, because I know other people have it worse. I get that, you know? But, like, trust me, you guys don't understand how much I get that. I legit almost said y'all. That would have been very bad. Yeah, but, my butt just went off. It's not my butt, but it's my phone. There in my butt area. Let me check it real quick. There's an email. 2017. Oh, well, that was a decent year. What's in my mail? Okay, nothing in my mail. Let's see what the new thing is. It was love. Wow. I legit just said love. I don't even really know what to talk about. 600? Like, jeez. Yeah, it does it. See, I want to text him, but I think he may be sleeping. You know, I don't want to bother him. See, that's the thing, like, I'm gonna, like, rant about Jonah. Well, not rant, but, like, talk about him for, like, a little bit. Like, I just want what's best for him, and I don't know if I'm what's best for him. You know? Like, I love him, and I can't picture not being with him. But at the same time, I know how I am, and I know how I get. And it's going to end up hurting him, and I don't want to hurt him. You know? And it's hard. Because I'm so scared that I'm going to hurt him. And that he's just going to walk away. You know? Like, I don't know. And I don't want to, like, message him and stuff too much because I don't want to bother him. I don't want to call him. It's like, what if he's sleeping? You know? And it's just all these what ifs and what ifs, what ifs. And I get that, you know, I shouldn't think about what ifs, but it's like, what if, you know? There are some good what ifs, like, what if we have kids? Better not be like me, you know? But there's also, like, the what ifs, like, what if he gets to know, like, every piece of me doesn't like it, you know? But then, no one's fell off the bed. No, I didn't, but a mini heart attack. No, it's a lot of what ifs, and I know this, but still, anxiety, I know. It's a killer. Can a heart still break once it stops beating? I don't know. Can you die of a broken heart? Actually, you might be able to. Because actually a broken heart can be like a legitimate thing. When you love someone or something, like a pet or something so much, your heart can, like, physically break. And, like, I forget what it is, but it's like the tendons or something in the heart just start to rip apart and your heart physically breaks. And that's like when your chest hurts, you know, so bad. You know, because your heart's, like, physically breaking. It's not like just like, oh, you broke my heart. Like no, you legitimately broke my heart. You know. But I don't know. I just don't want to break his. You know. He's so innocent. Like, I'm corrupting him. I got him saying that's what she said jokes. Like, it's bad. Like, I legit corrupted this man. You know, or guy. He's a guy. Yeah, he's manly, but he's still a guy. He's not a boy, but he's not a man. He's a guy. Yeah. I mean, you know, he's a guy. Let's leave it at that. My brother John, he's a child. He's a boy. He's becoming a guy, but he's still a boy. I don't know. I saw this thing I posted a couple years ago, and it said something about, like, when I get married, divorce isn't an option if you're meant to take your butt into the other room and calm down or something. And I'm like, that is so true. Like, you know, and it's. I talk too much sometimes. But yeah. Trying to think what else to say. I don't know. That what I don't know what that noise was. Please don't ask me. Yeah? Hey, Rebecca, I'm still on Facebook. Okay. You want to say hi? No. Okay, fine. Okay. Are you leaving? Yes. Okay. Okay, bye. sorry, that was that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm really drawing on black here. Um, yeah. I don't know. I always wonder if my dad would be proud of the woman lady I am today, you know? I always wonder, you know, what he would say if he was standing in front of me, you know? What would I say to him if he was standing in front of me? It's hard because I don't know if I could tell him everything I've done. You know, and there's a lot I've done. There's a lot I haven't done, but still, I don't think he'd be proud of who I am today. I mean, I think some aspects he would be. Like, he'd be proud I got my life on track, I'm doing good, and I'm in school, and I've got a job. You know, I found an amazing person to spend my life with. But at the same time, I don't think he would be proud of how I got myself to this moment. So, you know, it's hard. But before this, honestly, yeah, I signed up for college. I signed up for the National Guard and stuff. But honestly, I was going to end up dead anyways, you know, or in jail. So it's like this literally was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. Yeah, it sucks. I'm blind. But being blind really isn't that bad. There is a survey that people have taken. It's like, what would you rather have? Cancer, AIDS, some other, like, it's like cancer, AIDS, like missing, yeah, it's like cancer, AIDS, or blindness, or something. No, it might be just, would you rather have cancer or blindness, or something. Yeah. And like 95% of people choose cancer over being blind, and it's like, why? Cancer you die from, blindness you can live with. Like, are you serious? Like, that's just crazy. Like, even when I had vision, like, if I was ever asked that question, I would say being blind, because then I can live, you know. There are adaptations for blind people, you know. Sorry, excuse me. Hold on. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, you're so empty. I legit thought, oh, no, I didn't. I did not. I was being lazy. Mm-hmm. Oh, hi. Get back here. Get back here. Ow. So I'm gonna, ow, and then my lip. Ow. Yeah. But yeah. I'm not sure when I'm gonna stop this video because I need staff to stop it, and no staff is in here. So I'm kind of scared to get off my bed, because what if I get off my bed and my computer goes kaput? No, that would be not good. That would be sad, and I shouldn't be sad, because sad backwards is DOS, and DOS is not good. Yeah. Hope John watches this now, because he always says that to me. I miss my boobs. My boobs. That's my boobs. Yeah, I taste boobs. But yeah. So you guys, probably no one's watching, but if you guys are someone's watching, or if someone's watching this later on, does anybody have any questions? Leave it in the comments, and I will get to it at a later date, and will respond to your comments with an answer if I can receive one, or get one, or have one. Yeah, have an answer. If I have one, I will respond. If I don't, I will say sorry, don't know, or something, or yeah. Yeah. So that happened. Yeah, I really gotta get better at all this technical type stuff. See, because when I do it on my phone, the issue is like I can't see where the camera's faced and stuff, and then when I'm trying to like check things on my phone, you guys hear what I'm doing, so it gets like really annoying, I bet. And so like if it's on the laptop, I can check it through my phone, which I'm gonna do right now. But I can check it through my phone, and then you guys won't have to hear it as much. I mean, you guys will still hear it because like I'm still on my phone. I still need to get audio to see what I'm doing. But the point is, you guys don't hear as much as if I was going live through my phone and then checking stuff. You know what I mean? Probably talk to myself. Ooh. Cool. Wait. That is me. That is true. Nothing is impossible with God. Wait, what? Oh, Rebecca! Yeah, she gone. That is true. And that is true. Hold on. Let me get out of here. Oh. Wow. Let me open this back up from a different, like, vantage point. It's not vantage point. I know what I meant, so you relax. You relax. Where did it go? Okay. Well, whatever. Who else is still watching? I have no idea, to be honest. And my phone is not working because every time I go to try and check, it like opens up and I'm like, I don't want it open. Wait, I have an idea. Let me try one last thing. Oh, I am a genius. Probably not. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Got already got a thing to talk about. Been on for over an hour.
Oh my gosh. It's saying trying to reconnect due to poor wireless connection. Our video has been paused.
Oh boy.
So I hope you haven't just
I've legit been talking to myself, Jess. Oh, this is so awkward.
well, maybe you got something. All right. Yeah, you had some responders too. What's up, Donna Cannell? What's up, girl? I hear you're engaged. Congratulations. Chris Pratt was watching. Travis Shane. Kiana Lopez. Don't cry. You're stronger than you think. You had some followers, girl. Justin DePamphilis was watching.
Oh, bro! He's
Paige
gonna think I'm
Campbell. Dalton Boogie Leclaire. Michaela Raven Palmer Vanes. That's quite the last
Mouthful.
name. All right, end live video.
Wait,
We're
who
gonna do
else
that
was
now.
watching?